Hi guys, and welcome back to another The Isle Devblog review. So here we have the Devblog 56. I have zoomed in, so those who want to read it themselves, they can now. So yeah, let's go through this. Philippe, lead programmer. It's been another busy month with a primary focus on the new playables like the Tyrannosaurus Rex, Triceratops, and Allosaurus. The T-Rex signature mechanic Crush is nearing completion, with only a few animation adjustments left to finalize. Another mechanic for sub-adult and older Tyrannosaurus is a short but effective speed burst to aid in ambushes. So yeah, like everybody knows, Rex is an ambush predator because it can't really run long distances in high speed because yeah, it's a big, massive creature. So it rather does like short bursts, ambushes its prey. So yeah, it's kind of normal that in almost every game, T-Rex is an ambush hunter. So yeah, we get ambushing T-Rexes. That's gonna be terrifying. You're just walking in jungle and suddenly you just get this massive 10-ton creature just running at you and eating you whole if you're like human. Oh god, that would be terrifying. But yeah, it has worked fairly well during internal tests, but we'll be continuing to monitor its impact after release. We may also extend this ability to other animals, depending on its performance and balance, otherwise removed if deemed problematic. Well, yeah, I could imagine few creatures having the ambush mechanic. Definitely. Maybe Allo could have ambush mechanic. In addition, I'll soon be wrapping up the throw ability for the T-Rex. This is primarily a gore-focused mechanic rather than damage-dealing one, allowing players to throw corpses or enemies that are already guaranteed to die once released, which is an extension of the Crush ability, but for smaller prey. That's gonna be hilarious though. I can just imagine T-Rexes throwing Omniraptors all around. It's gonna be a hoot. I also work on spawn codes, which allows you to invite your friends to spawn alongside you. This feature is already available in the ongoing Hordetest. The cannibalistic mutation now comes with a unique skin colors. Once the mutation is active, your chosen skin will be overridden by a specific color set that indicates to others your dietary preference. So most likely they're gonna be light colored. I remember back in the day, they did talk about that if somebody would be cannibalistic, they would be like their skin would turn very light color, almost like albino, so they stand out more and people know to stay away from them. Besides that, I also added an option to swap asset sex from within the skin creator panel, which has been a long requested quality of life change that became necessary with the introduction of span codes. That's, yeah, I have noticed that in Hordetest. That's really good. Thermals and slipstreams are also finalized and are exclusive to flying animals. While these systems could have even more uses in future, we currently have no plans beyond their current intended functionality. To wrap things up, I've implemented new admin commands, made various improvements and fixes to bounce, including collision and animations, addressed animation issues for Triceratops, and resolved various other bugs across different areas. See you next time! Thank you, Philip. Very exciting things. Amarok Programmer. Hello! Most of the last month I've been working on AI, which includes Carnotaurus, Tenontosaurus, Omniraptor, Triosaurus, and Deer, along with new behavior debugging tool that works with the new AI logic system. I also spent some time working on an extension of the engine's navigation system for pathing around water and dynamic obstacles. Yeah, we used to have AI Carnos and Tenontos and Omnis and Trios back in like the start of the Evrima when we had Isla Spiro. But those were really problematic because they were just heat-seeking missiles. They would never let you get away. They just kept running after you and just going for you until you died. So that was problematic. Bug fixing for the Taco and its object carrying feature. I've been prototyping a new system for crash trails, which are basically just flattened or grass being pushed down as characters walk through it. Ooh, nice. Sounds nice, sounds nice. There are lots of challenges with this in terms of replication, culling and performance. Yeah, I figured as much. I'm looking forward to finishing the production version of that soon. I don't know if it's necessary really to have like grass flattened, but it's nice detail, of course. But yeah, I figured it would be problematic when it comes to performance. There is a lot of performance issues in the Isle still, and I know it's hard to, you know, get the performance just right. But a lot of small details do add up and cause performance issues, so yeah. I've also been working on the new replay filters, which are designed for replays to give more cinematic or immersive feeling to replays. Reworked some of the audio of animals to have attenuation, meaning instead of fixed distances for animal to hear a player, the perception adheres to the sound's actual attenuation. This also comes with the advantages of more granular control of when and how audio is played. Investigations are also underway for various issues and server performance on Hordetesting. Yeah, there's a lot of issues, and for example, replay hasn't worked for me for I think almost 5 to 6 months. It just says available in 30 minutes, and after 2 hours it's still not available. So yeah, I have tried various fixes for that, and none of them have worked this far, but hopefully they can, you know, fix it, because I would love to use replay to have cinematic thumbnails and also help, you know, reporting hackers. I've also added a small quality of life change that's worth mentioning. If you are disconnected for some reason or the game crashes, you can now reconnect without needing to queue again. Oh, that's really nice, because it is very frustrating when you suddenly crash and then you have to go back to the queue. That could be really long queue, like 40 people or something like that, and your creature is just there for the 10 minutes, and yeah, it is usually dead when you get back. So yeah, that's good, that's good. This is entirely dependent on how long you take to restart the game. If the game detects an active session when you get back to the main menu, it will prompt you to reconnect. Good work, very good work. Thank you so much, Amarok. I do have some crashing issues now and then. Not that much anymore, actually. I usually nowadays get like crashes after I log out, save log. It's kind of funny that as soon as I'm in main menu, it just says fatal error and the game closes, and I'm like, oh well. I was done anyways. Visual Tech 48. Environmental artists. This month, I'm happy to reveal our next massive structure on the island. The original and Monsters DTA, Dinosaur Transportation Area. While it's been a large undertaking, it is now ready to be used in game, and it features almost twice the size of our regular dock DTA. What? Twice the size? It is meant to house the largest of the dinosaurs for further transportation and has massive fences and sally ports to keep everything contained. Oh, you know the DTA in the harbor So this is like twice the size of that structure. Wow, it is indeed massive. These doors are probably gonna be super duper massive, definitely. It looks beautiful, by the way, beautiful. Good work, good work. I love these kind of details. Look at the pipes and everything. Oh, that's so nice details. I love that. And the control panel too, like, oh, wow. Next up, I've been working hard with Chase on some minor river fixes that came with the new waterfall area. However, most importantly, I was and will be on the guts assembly for the interior to finally bring it full circle to life. I won't go too much into detail right now, but rather give you really nice snippets of what we are building here, in which all of these areas and hallways will connect to various hubs and cuts parts. Nice. We have seen the soda machines. Ooh, oh yeah, look at that detail. Oh, I love it. That looks good. That looks absolutely amazing. That is all for this month. Hope you enjoyed the snippets. Until next time. I did. Thank you. Wedge Sound Designer. At the beginning of this month, after a bit of time away at the end of January, I finally finished off Maya Sora with new pinned vocalization that better shows the distress with more visceral screams throughout the animation. Maya getting new sounds. I spent some time readjusting footstep attenuation ranges to travel to more appropriate ranges for its size and speed, giving crouch and sprint their own ranges opposed to sharing with a walk and trot, respectively. The ranges have been reduced slightly to work together with the introduction of new audio for moving through foliage. Which, with the reduced footstep ranges, this will give more opportunity for stealth play to be a viable tactic if you're considering how you approach. That's really nice because I do love, ambushing. So yeah, really good. The foliage sounds will have range that carries further, so you will need to be aware of how much noise you and others around you are producing in highly vegetated areas. This will also play nicely into the Gallimimus paranoia mechanic, so it is harder to tell whether the sounds you are hearing are real or not. Whoa! Gallimimus paranoia mechanic? That sounds super interesting. So if the Gallimimus has paranoia, it just doesn't know, like, is that sound like Kano, or is that sound something else? Is there actually a Kano here? That's actually nice. That's nice that they're adding even more interesting mechanics to the game. After recording a large amount of foliage source material, I have created an audio system that dynamically changes the sound of foliage based on the size and speed of your dinosaur. Small crouching dinosaurs will produce light rustle of leaves, whereas large sprinting dinosaurs will create cacophony of snapping stems and thick swooshing. The snapping sounds will also change based on whether the plant you are moving through has wood or plant-based trunk, or if it even has a trunk at all. Oh, very interesting. A lot of details even on the sounds. Really nice, actually, really nice. I just wonder how good it's gonna work. For the rest of the month, I've been working on Triceratops, starting with adding in the legacy vocal call sounds as placeholder, so it's not silent until its new vocals are complete, as well as adding footstep sounds to its basic locomotion animations. So when we get Trike to the Hordetest, is it gonna have like legacy sounds first? I guess so. Next, I did a preliminary pass on animations, adding more footsteps where necessary, as well as folio sounds for all animations. As vocal sounds are introduced for all the various mechanics and animations, these Foley zones will be methodically tightened up in terms of sound quality, volume, sync, etc. I have also been working on new designs for its adult stages, calls maintaining the essence of the legacy calls but giving them the usual glow up. However, some changes are being made to the overall design principle, giving the adult stage an emphasis on a booming quality to really sell its stature and power, and keeping the higher elements of the original sounds for its sub-adult phase. I'm looking forward to hearing these out on the aisle. So am I. Good work, nice. I love how much of details we are getting into the game. It's really nice, it's making it like super realistic. Tapping. 2D artist. I've been busy with a few things lately. Outside of some icon and logo edits or variations, the modeling/concept team and I have been chipping away at the elder designs for our dinosaur roster, trying to make sure each one has its own little characteristics, so not all of the elders age in exactly the same way. Yeah, of course, because the smaller creatures, of course, are gonna reach elder a little bit faster than bigger ones, etc, etc. Outside of the dinosaurs, I've gotten a chance to tackle updating one of our older legacy concepts, the Disaplastic Reaper. Oh, I remember Reaper. Oh, it looks so nice. I still love this design. This was one of my favorite concepts from before I joined the team. So I very much wanted to keep the overall characters of the Reaper with its needle-laden skin and bat-like appearance. One feature that didn't quite make the cut, though, were the scythe claws that used to protrude from the side of the hands. Oh yeah, I remember, it had like claws here. I think I have the old concept somewhere. If I do, I'm gonna slap it on the screen right now so you can see the old one. While it did make for a neat silhouette, its existence just started to look impractical, particularly from mobility standpoint, where an oversized spike coming out of the hand is simply begging to get caught on everything and in any remotely tight space. True. I also thought, well, that's very impractical. Besides, with talon-like claws and forearms loaded with thorns, it has everything it needs to rip its prey to shreds if it gets the jump on you. I did try drawing a smaller collapsible version of the scythe claw, but it remains to be seen if it will make the cut. Scythe claw aside, we didn't want to just take away a feature from the Reaper without putting something back. After some thought, the idea of adding a membrane to the underarm was pitched with the idea that we might try giving it a gliding ability to allow the Reaper more range for surprise attacks from high up places. But it is cool that it would get like a gliding ability, but at the same time I really don't see this coming to the Isle anytime soon, maybe 2050 or something like that. Like any of the strains, I don't think we're, seeing them anytime soon. Maybe hypos, yeah, because hypos are basically, some of the hypos are basically done, but they're the legacy versions. I don't think it's gonna be a hard work to, upgrade those to Everima standards. Hypno Q&A lead. I hope that you are all enjoying the first iteration of the spawn code system. Yes, thank you. I have been loving it. No problems for me whatsoever. It has worked perfectly. Which was proving to be a bit of a pain to get to work initially, but it seems it's finally almost there. Yep, seems like it. During this time, we've been looking at feedback on how this mechanic can be improved, and we're constantly making changes to it. Great. Speaking of, just recently Philip made it so that stream mode hides the spawn codes from being visible while still able to be copied, which should hopefully assist your favorite streamers against those pesky snipers. Good, good, good. Nice, nice work. Q&A have spent the majority of this month with large focus on some of our most anticipated playables to the date. The Tyrannosaurus and Triceratops are very rapidly becoming ready to be moved over to our horde testing branch. As you may have heard, we will be staggering the introduction of these characters, first testing the Triceratops on its own, then Tyrannosaurus on its own, before finally testing them simultaneously. The reason for the staggered approach is to have our full focus on one playable at the time, increasing the number of people testing the individual species, resulting in more bugs scored and for ease of balancing against the rest of the roster. Here's just a handful of issues that we run into. Trudon causing T-Rex to grow even larger. Oh dear lordy lord. Let's see. Oh, it is growing. Whoa, what the? Okay, that is a special bug, definitely. Rex taking head fracture to the next level. Oh my lordy lord. Oh dear god. That's so funny. I haven't seen that in Roblox, but in the Isle, not for a long time, because they usually squish these kind of bugs before they're out in the public. Rex turning other characters into skipping rope. Oh my god. Please, no, don't remove this. This is too hilarious. I love it. I love these kind of bugs. These are so funny. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Omniraptor shrugging off Triceratops' horns. Okay, so it's impaled. Still alive though. Oof. There you go. You're fine. Just walk it off. Triceratops abomination. Okay, so it's going to sparring mode. Yep. What? It just collapses and shrinks down. Oh my god. Amazing. Thank you to all of those that are participating in the latest Hordetest, reporting issues using our community bug forum, and continuing to assist us with making the experience as smooth as possible. We couldn't do it without you. Here are a couple of highlights from the community reports. Gallimimus turning upside down when falling with a fractured leg. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. Bouncy waterfalls. Wait, what? It's like a trampoline. Oh my god, that is amazing bug. Now I wished I'd done that as well. That was hilarious. Kitchen producer. So there's horde testing going on this month. Thank you to everyone that has participated. There is some additional content that will eventually make it into horde testing over time, but for now we appreciate your feedback. We've been making some tweaks to playables across the board that will slowly start appearing over time. Some changes from mild to wild, in no particular order, for Ceratosaurus, Herosaurus, Omniraptor, Trudon, Mysore and others. All of that is alongside the Trike and Rex sparring, which is looking quite nice. Hopefully we get some visuals going on that for you guys. we're trying to preserve the ability for the trike to also be able to spar with the Diablo at various life stages, even if at certain sizes it becomes no contest. But until those sizes, who wins is up in the air. I figured they would do that Triceratops and Diabloceratops would be able to spar each other. Oh, that's gonna be so fun to, you know, test out. I'm very pleased with the work our animation team has been churning out. Trike and Rex have some filler animations I've been creating as testing dictates. The visuals we want to use and the visuals we need to use are not always the same thing, unfortunately. So I have to make sure the visuals are lining up with the mechanics as best they can and within time constraints, which takes a bit of trial and error. For instance, what animations the creatures transition into and out of based on what abilities they used prior and which they use next. It's a whole thing. Yeah, definitely. The rest of the animation team has been cooking with gas. Not only have they knocked out their contributions for Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, Allosaurus, Astroraptor, and Kentrosaurus, but they have also made quick work of a new roster-wide feature that will be coming soon enough. Provided it works the way we want it to, should help some of the tricky terrain less tricky. If that weren't enough, they have also begun animating the baryonyx, which I'm so excited to see come to life. Me too. I love baryonyx, and the legacy baryonyx was really nice model as well, but the everyone one looks even better. Do keep in mind though that animation is but one rung on the ladder of completion. So being animation complete is not the same as being production complete and not indicate of release. Skin, material, tech animation, sound, programming, and balance setup all contribute heavily to the completion of a playable. So lots of support for the other departments as they are all important. Yes, they indeed are. Good work, all departments. Speaking of departments, I've got some few things I can share. So we have Vomit Screen VFX Prototype. So there's these blotches on the sides, alright. Envenomated Screen VFX Prototype. There's dark colored veins on the side. Okay. Blood Screen VFX Prototype. Oh, so new blood screen. Let's see it again. It's so quick. Oh, so it moves. The blood screen moves. I don't know if I like that. That it can be kind of obstructive. But yeah, looks like we're getting a new blood screen. Then we have baryonyx swallowing an egg. Baryonyx drinking. I don't know what this is, but it looks like it giggles. Definitely. Then we have this where it looks like something is bumping into baryonyx maybe. Or something like that. Or maybe something else, I don't know. I'm not sure. And we have turning. Looks like Serato is getting new animation for something. Maybe idle. Omnibounce, new bounce. Oh, and then we have Tenno kind of like going downwards on a very steep slope. And then we have some skin concepts. Baryonyx, Giga. Looking nice. Good, good. Mocephalus. Maggie. I like these skins. These skins look amazing. Oh, and then there's another variation where the male markings are on, like, on the upper side and not on the neck. By the way, Maggie is basically just neck with legs. Then we have Megalania. Can't wait for Megalania. I love playing Megalania in Path of Titans, so really excited to be playing as this thing in future. Protoceratops, be nice. And then we have the Spino. I have to admit, the Isle Spino, it just looks badass compared to any other game. It just looks so good. I love it. And that was all. So that was the Devblog 56. Seems like we are getting a lot of small details when it comes to sounds, crash and stuff like that. And we are getting new like animations for different kind of terrains and some new bounds, and yeah, looking good though. Everything looks good, and apparently new plot screen as well. I'm really excited to see these things coming into the game. Can't wait to be able to play as a Chera finally in Hordetest, so I can try and find all the new places and structures. But yeah, what do you guys think about the newest Devblog? Tell me in the comment section below, and also tell me what playable are you waiting for the most, which is your favorite. I'm really excited for Aloe, of course. It is nice to get a Trike and Rex, but Aloe is one of the playables I have been waiting for so long, but it is almost there. It is definitely next. And after Aloe, what I understood from Kitten seems like the next ones are Austro and Kentro, and after those I would imagine Baryonyx. This was it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, that helps a lot. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It is completely free. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one, and moi moi!